In this review, we're going to look at the Ramen Toy Master of the Verse replacement heads for the movie-style He-Man figures. And a nice little surprise today when I got the mail. These were outside waiting for me. We got the Ramen Toys Master of the Verse replacement heads for the movie-style figures, because that head is atrocious. Mattel, whoever designed that for Mattel should be slapped, or whoever approved it should be slapped. That is awful. Of course, they've been doing really poorly with He-Man heads. I don't know why. It's their flagship character of the line, but oh well. But Ramen Toys stepped in and designed replacement heads for the the Masterverse movie-inspired figure, though from the William Stout collection. They're based on the concept art of the outfits for the movie, so they're not 100% accurate to the movie, but they use the artwork so they can get by with not having to do the license fees for the movies and such. Of course, they couldn't use the Dolph Lundgren lights either, which I don't know why they couldn't contact Dolph Lundgren, but anyway, besides the point. Ramen Toys stepped up and made these really cool heads to replace these, and I have the Super 7 one too, which the head's not bad on that one, but I bought the 3-pack, so I got the extra head, so we'll see what it looks like on the body too. The packaging's pretty nice. It's like the little clamshells. You get the little card in the back. The figures come in a little baggie inside the clamshell too, so it's very well protected for shipping. On the back we have verse 2, verse 1, and verse 3. Verse 3 is a nice little touch for like Origins collectors. We get like a movie style inspired in the Origins proportions for this one. I dig that. So they're clamshell packaging, so they're easy to open up. Get my big fingers in here. There we go. Number 1, we have a little sleeve in here and the head in. Nicely well packaged, protected. Great looking head sculpt. So much better than that monstrosity on the current Masterverse figure. We'll look at verse 2. And we have version 3, which is the Origins inspired one. Before we put these on the figures, let's take a closer look at the heads. Let's sculpt and paint. The sculpting is really nice, clean, crisp. The paint apps, man, those are so nice. The eyes are painted so realistic looking. You can see like the pinks at the edges of the eyes and a little bit of bleeding pink into the whites of the eyes, which makes them very realistic. They're like a glossy. You have the ring around the iris, the pupils, the spectral highlight. Beautifully done. Like on the way they did like the top line, real fine line for the where they represent the eyelashes of the figure. That's so well done. Both of the Masterverse heads, the eyes are painted really well. This one here, the eyes are looking slightly up, and this one's looking straight ahead. But both of them have really well painted eyes, and look at the details just on the lips alone. You can see the striations in the color on the lips, darker shading in the recessed areas of the lips. Very well done. The hairs is like a dirty blonde. You got some wash in that. The paint apps are really good. The sculpting's nice, clean, crisp sculpting. They match aesthetically with either one of the bodies with the Super 7 William Stout Collection He-Man and the Masterverse He-Man. I'm digging both of these. And for the Origins head, it's a little more cartoony. The eyes are very well painted, but you don't have like the more realistic looking eyes like on these two. You don't get that pink edge onto the edge of the whites and look like blood vessels in the eyes like on these. But they're still very well painted. Much better than a regular Origins head. Half the time they don't even paint the eyes on the Origins figures. As you can see, like on this one, they just did a top of the eye and paint the iris and pupil all black and didn't even bother painting the whites of the eyes. To me, that's lazy. It's cheaping out, not wanting to pay for extra paint, which is weird because on the female figures, they paint the eyes perfectly. They paint them with the whites of the eyes, eye color, everything, but for some reason on the male figures, they just do the black line and the black dots. The hair is more yellow on the Origins to be more like cartoony. See, well, this is more like a natural blonde. This is more like a cartoony blonde. And let's see what these look like on the figures themselves. We got that one goes on there. And we got the Super 7. And instead of Origins, I kit bashed a King Grayskull, like 2000X. Let's see what this head looks like using for a King Grayskull. I like it. That works. These are huge upgrades over the original heads. The one on the Super 7 figure, the head's not that bad. It's passable. But these look more closer to like a stylized Dolph Lundgren than this one. Like I said, it's not a bad looking head, just I think these match with the movie style a lot better. With the Super 7 one, the skin tones don't match exactly, because you got a little bit more pinkish hue to the skin tones. You got more like a bronze tan color scheme with the new Masterverse figures. But it's close enough where you really wouldn't really matter. The camera is making it to look more exaggerated than what it actually is. The hair flows nicely on the back. Doesn't really, since they're just straight up ball pegs, not really much going to be hindered from articulation. They snap on nice and firm. You got full 360. Look up and down. Look down this much. And look up. It's just limitations of the ball joint itself. Not really, because the hair is actually not even touching this. The ball joint just don't want to move. And with the Origins head, like I said, it works on the Masterverse body too. If you want a more like cartoony style look, you got full 360. Look up and down. It sits a little low with where it's set up for Origins bodies. Let's go ahead and just see what it looks like on an Origins body. The 2000X Origins He-Man, which actually looks really good on that too. That's the dilemma right now. What body did I put this one on? It may end up staying on this one, because I like this a lot. That totally works for like a 2000X He-Man head. Now, if you notice on the hair sculpts too, they are a little different. The sides, the way the hair flows, and the float on the back, the party in the back here, they look like they share the same digital sculpt, but they did modify the front to make them different. The bangs are different between the two heads. This one's got more bangs coming down, a little bit lower. This one's, the bangs are up a little higher, and you just got the little S-curl, spit curl right here, which the Origin style head actually looks like it's based on this one. You got that same similar style, but just a wider design. Huge improvement for all these figures. These heads are massive upgrade to what they came with. I don't know why, but it seems like Mattel has a hard time making a decent He-Man head. It's their flagship character in the MOTU line, but they can't really seem to pick a good He-Man head. To me, this was a no-brainer purchase. $30 for the set, plus shipping, with the paint, quality, sculpt. Totally worth the money to upgrade these figures. Not much difference in price, and just go ahead and just buy the whole set versus buying one of these. Highly recommend these. Ramen Toy really knocked these out of the park. I was never going to buy this figure with the original head. The original head is atrocious. This is the original head. My goodness, that is horrible. At least this one's not bad looking, but this one looks like it. I don't know, like it had tons of bad plastic surgery and kind of starting to look like a cat. Thank you, Ramen Toy, for making these heads. Made these figures so much better. Like I said, I was never going to buy this thing until you announced these heads. I'm now really happy that I bought this thing because these look great and upgrade these figures. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.